Wilson with Web Marketing Today. I'm in Chicago at the Search Engine Strategies Conference here with Bryan Eisenberg, who's an expert in particularly the whole area of conversion, why people, what motivates people to buy and all of that. You've been kind of looking at the back end of pay-per-click. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yep.
I want to talk about how people search and decide on pay-per-click ads like Google AdWords.
Yeah, it's interesting. The behavior has changed a lot, and I've been watching usability tests for years and years and years. And I encourage everybody to do so, and it used to be difficult to do, but now it's so much easier with a lot of the technology that's out there. But one of the interesting things is, especially because of tab browsing, how people will look at several of the ads, they'll open them up in multiple tabs,
Okay.
right? And then what they'll literally do is go from tab to tab,
Really?
and just spend a few seconds on each one. And it's in those first few seconds that you as a retailer have to, or any kind of business, have to establish why they should even consider buying from you. And I mean, we've talked about this before. One of the core things that you need to do is give people a unique value proposition, or value proposition about, or a unique campaign proposition about, you know, am I going to get free shipping on this thing? You know, do you have the world's largest selection of whatever I've just searched for? Whatever it is.
That's assuming they get to your site at all.
Absolutely, and we can talk a little bit about what we can do to make the ads a little bit better. But definitely making sure that, you know, when you're coming up there, because sometimes you'll see visitors don't even read the ads, okay, and they'll just click on the first three. That's a very common pattern as well. And then you have people who are a lot more methodical, and they'll spend more time reading each of the ads and evaluating between one and the other.
So, what have you learned that will help me as a small business figure out how to do pay-per-click better?
So definitely more specifics. So as a classic example, let's say you sell watches, okay? When someone types in, you know, Rolex watch, one of the good things that you can do is, you know, let's say you have 32 models of Rolex watches. Well, if you put, you know, choose from over 32 models, those type of specifics help people evaluate whether they're going to have one versus other.
Okay.
If you've got a great offer, like, you know, free shipping, or, you know, lifetime repairs, or that kind of thing that can come specialized from you, again, those kind of benefits that you can put in your ad are your first impression, right? It's an ad. That's the whole point, right? You want to give people a compelling reason why to click from you, not just, oh yeah, I match the search term and then I'm done. That's the minimum.
Okay.
You've got to go a little bit beyond that today.
Okay. What other tips do you have to offer?
Well, some of the other interesting things is to see how Google and all their experiments with all their product extension stuff and ad extensions are going on. So obviously Google now adding video into the screen is making people jump to those. The product images that come up earlier in the product search, people are jumping towards those. And now they're also starting to include product images in the paid results as well. And one of the interesting things I've noticed about that is if someone does a very generic search, let's say they do a search for diamond earrings, and they go ahead and you put up a particular earring, and they don't really like the look of that earring, they won't even click through to see if you have other earrings. So you better make sure you put your best foot forward on that one image, especially if it's a more generic term. On a more specific term, if you're looking for, you know, a flip camera, whatever, you know, minnow, then it's fine. You can put the exact picture as long as it matches their expectations. It's no problem. But on those broader terms, you better make sure you have a picture, maybe a complex picture with multiple product in there, so that they want to click through and see it.
Okay. Anything else that jumped out at you as you looked at these?
You know, like I said, I think, you know, we're starting to see people jump towards some of the Google checkout things. All these little icons are definitely starting to appeal to people. It's like, you know, again, all the things that you can do to differentiate your ad from everyone else's, from being more specific to, you know, creating greater value and expressing greater value in your ad, to standing out with these images, it's going to get a better likelihood that they're going to click on you.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing with us. Tell me about your business and what you do.
Well, so I have a big passion for educating people about what's going on online and how they can obviously increase their conversion rates and how to understand customers better. So I blog, I write for ClickSee for many years, and people can find me at bryaneisenberg.com.
Thanks so much. This is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing.